And that's why we do compare you to you. Because if you don't compare you to you, you end up feeling like you're really dependent upon external sources for validation. And no one out there can validate you in the way you, perfect little way. It's funny when we see the perfect little ways people need validation. No one out there can perfectly validate you in the perfect little way you need it all of the time that you need validation. So even if you find someone who's very supportive and offers you the right kind of support that you need consistently, they aren't on tap. It's not like you can just go to the refrigerator and pull out a jug of milk and pour it in the glass, and that's the perfect support that you perfectly get from the perfect person. So even when you get a nice dose of it, you can't count on it being your perfect supply of perfect support from the perfect person, right? That's a big concern, because what ends up happening, and we see this happen a lot with women, we're sure it happens with men, we think they're just better at hiding it, that they think, oh, I felt that perfect support from a guy or a partner of whatever gender, and they think it comes from him or her, as if it doesn't come from any other place. When you break up with that person, or they break your heart, or they treat you like crap but stick around, you start to believe that your source, it's almost like a drug addict, your junkie, or your dealer rather, is being cut off. And that can throw you into real survival instinct problems. So that's the rough part of support when you look for it outside of yourself, is it can very, very quickly go into a survival instinct spiral. So we would encourage you deeply to enjoy the support you get from others, but don't rely on it. And don't count on it. Just enjoy it. It's like a bonus. It's like a little bonus. At work, you're working along, you get your paycheck, that's your agreement. All of a sudden you get a bonus. You think, hey, that was a bonus. Nice, perfectly designed support from others is a bonus. It isn't a lifeline. Now that's a tough call, because then what happens when you really can't support yourself and you don't feel like you can encourage yourself? Well, that's why we work with you guys, is to help you have a lot to fall back on. Have a lot to fall back on when the world disappoints you, for lack of a better way of saying it. Or you stop requiring the world to entertain you or meet that need in you, and you meet it in yourself instead. Okay, so those are the things that we wanted to say to open up the conversation. And we know that you all, because this is that roundtable thing, you all put the question in there, and we read them if we can, or Mary reads them if we can't. So whoever wants to jump in and put the question in first, please do right now. And, whoa, Nancy was on it. She's like, I was ready. Thank you very much. Well done, Nancy.